listening to Fifth Dimension Radio. It's the Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special. Coming to you live from Cuyahoga Falls High School, it's the Cuyahoga Falls High School Black Tigers versus the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders, with your veteran sportscaster Ron Whitmer and co-host AJ Fisher. Stay tuned for all the action right here on Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special.
Good evening. Welcome to Cuyahoga Falls High School on a rather chilly and clear night here in the northeast part of the state of Ohio. One of the last games that will be featured this year and in any year here at Cuyahoga Falls. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But before we get too far into it, I had a chance to talk to both coaches tonight. First, we'll hear from Coach Derek Whittick from the Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers.
Ron Whitmer speaking pregame tonight at Cuyahoga Falls High School with Cuyahoga Falls coach Derek Whittick. Coach, you were coming into tonight 8-10 on the season, 3-8 in the league, but the good news is 3 of the last 4 in the victory column. Do you feel like you're positioning yourself and your team where you need to be as you roll into the end of the season and into the tournament time?
Yeah, I feel like we've been making a lot of positive progress lately. Obviously, we'd love to shoot the ball a lot better than we have, but we came into this season without a lot of varsity experience on the roster, so I kind of expected us to be a little stronger in the second half than we were in the first half. And I think we showed that lately with a couple nice wins, especially over Lake and then last Friday against Barberton.
Yeah, awesome. You won by 4 first time around up at Kent. What do you want to see from your group tonight to make it a little, hopefully for you, a little more comfortable margin?
Well, I think one of the keys is Roosevelt plays his own defense, which for a team that doesn't shoot the ball particularly well like us, can be difficult for us to crack that defense. But I think if we get out and run tonight, transition offense is going to be a big key for us, and then making them play half-court offense.
In terms of that transition offense, who do we look for? If things are going right, who's getting the ball to the bucket for you?
A lot of times it's going to be Shannon Payne and Austin Brickley. Now, Austin did not play against Roosevelt last time. He's our leading scorer on the year, so I think having him in the lineup tonight should particularly help us be a little bit better than we were last time scoring the ball.
And then flip the page to the defensive end. Who from Kent do you feel like you really need to pay significant attention to keep them from being right in the game?
Well, they have quite a bit of length across the board between Jaden Dennison and Gavin Peeps and Ryan Slocum, but I'd say particularly with that zone, that back line, going to see Peeps and Slocum back there, and they're 6'4", 6'7", and they bring quite a bit of length, and we don't have exactly a ton of size, so that's why I think getting out and running and beating them down the floor is going to be such a key tonight.
That's Coach Derek Whittick. Coach, good luck tonight, and good luck in the tournament coming up.
Thank you so much.
Ron Whitmer here with Coach Curtis Black from the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders. Coach, go into tonight's league matchup with Cuyahoga Falls at 4-13 overall, 2-9 in the league, 8 straight losses, and that can really wear on a team. But when looking at your schedule, a lot of those losses are really close games. How are the guys handling that? Do you feel like you can get over the hump tonight? I know you had a real close game with Falls the first time around.
Yeah, I think considering what's kind of happening, I mean, they're handling it well. I think no one's happy about it, but, I mean, we're fighting every day. I mean, the way our locker room is, you might think we're undefeated sometimes with just how we prepare and how hard our guys work. But, again, I think, like you said, every night can be the night we get over that hump. And, that's how we approach it, just trying to go 1-0 every night.
So first time around in the league, you had a really big win against Talmadge. What did you learn from that game that you're hoping the guys can apply in games, winnable games like tonight? What went well that night that you'd like to see repeated?
Executing on offense and, handling pressure in the full court. That's kind of been our Achilles heel probably all year so far. So to, execute really well against a team like that presses for 32 minutes straight, I hope we can have some more repeats of that in games to come. And hopefully that won't be the thing that hurts us, in the future.
In close losses, health is often an issue. I know one of your key players has not been real healthy here in the past week. What's the status of Gavin Peeps for tonight's game?
Game time decision. We'll see how he is in warm-ups. So.
Okay. And looking ahead to tournament time, you feel like you're getting this thing pointing in the right direction, so you might pick up a tourney win or two?
Yeah, I think we're still a scary team. Obviously our record doesn't indicate that, but I think we're one win away, every night from being a team that people have to take notice of. So obviously, it'd be nice to get one tonight and every other night, but I think we're just one win away from being a scary team.
That's Coach Curtis Black from the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders. Coach, thanks and have a great game.
All right, thank you.
So there was our pregame visit with both coaches as we go into tonight's matchup. The Roosevelt Rough Riders from Kent visiting the Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers. Roosevelt comes into tonight's game at 4-13, 2-9 in the Suburban League's American Conference. And Cuyahoga Falls, 8-10 overall, 3-8 in the American Conference. But they've won 3 out of their last 4, and things seem to be improving for the Black Tigers. So a little bit of a correction here based upon our early pregame. Not really a correction, just an addition. So, and a reunion here in the booth of sorts. So, being joined on color analysis tonight by Mr. A.J. Fisher, a former coach at Ravenna and Massillon, the girls program. And, Coach, here we are again, me taking up space next to you. Yeah. And that's what I do best, by the way, is take up space. But thanks for coming tonight. We look forward
to be here.
Hearing your expert analysis here from the Falls Gym.
We coached a few games in this gym together.
We did indeed. And then I've had a few more, both from our days at Ravenna and at Massillon.
Yep.
And then I was here for a couple of years with the Talmadge girls. And we're going to pause right here for the playing of our national anthem. Back here, high above the court here at Cuyahoga Falls High School, although not as high as we could be. For those of you curious and you've been here before, we're down at the lowest level of the balcony section. Coach Fisher is not nearly as old as me, but my eyes and the eyes of the Bobs, who are also here tonight. Bob Fritz has slid over to camera duty, and Bob Felmley, as always, our engineer. These old eyes are a little better suited, a little closer to the court, so we're just behind the scorer's table, but still up a distance here in Falls. Kind of almost an old home week here at Falls too, Coach. We ran into some folks that we've coached against before, and I'm looking down here right now, and I see Curtis Black, Coach Curtis Black's father, Cam Black, who you coached against and I coached against when we were at Ravenna. He's here. I know you've ran into another one of the assistants from Kent.
Yeah, assistant coach against. Moxley for Kent Roosevelt coached my son in AUL.
And as it turns out, Coach Whittick is friends with a bunch of, you know how coaching goes. Everybody either is friendly or knows somebody.
Exactly.
So Coach Whittick actually is friends with my younger brother, who's the girls coach at Talmadge. So always feel comfortable here at Cuyahoga Falls High School. as we're seeing on the floor, they're introducing the starting lineup. So let's do that for you. We'll set the lineups for the visiting Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders. Starting at point guard, 6'1", Jaden Dennison, a senior. At center, a 6'7", senior, Ryan Slocum. At guard, a 6-foot senior, Brian Dugan. At guard, a 6'3", sophomore, Seven Jones. And at forward, a 6'5", senior, Carter Foreman. So in the starting lineup, we are not seeing leading scorer Gavin Peeps, but we do expect we'll see him at some point. For Cuyahoga Falls, the starters, senior Shannon Payne, one of the big scorers for the Black Tigers. Also Hayden Johnson, a junior. A senior, Austin Brickley, the leading scorer for the Tigers. A junior, Cody Leon. And rounding out the starting lineup, junior Dominic Russo. So at the center circle, Russo will be jumping for the Falls. And Coach, I don't know if you can pick up the number.
Looks like 24.
24 is Ryan Slocum for Kent. Tip is up, controlled by Kent in the backcourt. Bring the ball ahead, off to Seven Jones on the near side. Jones to Jugan. And ball batted out of bounds, give it to the Falls. And already it looks like, okay, Jaden Dennison, I'm sorry. The eyes are failing me already. Went off of Dennison and out of bounds. Give it to Falls. Coming ahead for the Falls is Shannon Payne at the point. He gets it off and it's stolen away by Dugan, running layup up and in. I'm sorry, Dennison, Jaden Dennison with the layup. And it's a 2-0 Kent lead just underway here from Cuyahoga Falls. In the forecourt, Shannon Payne gets it in the corner. He gets it to Cody Leon, back to Payne. Payne off to Austin Brickley. Brickley to the top of the key to Cody Leon, back to Brickley. He'll fire the three, in and out. Rebound underneath by Falls, taken up and blocked to Shannon Payne in the paint. With trouble, he'll back it out. Dishes it off to Hayden Johnson, whose three-pointer is no good. Rebound run down by Kent's Seven Jones. Jones at the top of the key. Left-hand dribble to the far side. Jones looks for the screen. Dishes inside to 23 Foreman. Foreman with the hook shot, no good, out of bounds, but tipped by the Falls. Give it to Kent underneath their own basket. For Kent, inbounding, Jaden Dennison. He tosses it in to Slocum. Slocum to Foreman. Back to Jones. Jones on the baseline. Back to Foreman. Back out top now to Dennison. To Slocum. Right-handed hook. No good. Rebound by the Falls number 2, Austin Brinkley. He'll bring it ahead into the corner to Payne. Payne. Cross court to Brinkley. Brinkley to the foul line. Dishes it back out top to Cody Leon. Leon to Hayden Johnson. Top of the key to Leon. To Payne for three. Short. Rebound by Kent. Coming ahead for the Rough Riders is Jaden Dennison. Crossover dribble batted away and loose ball picked up by the Falls. Into the forecourt, it's Hayden Johnson. Johnson with the offensive foul.
Love seeing a kid step in for a charge.
That's Johnson's first foul, first team foul against the Falls. Kent will bring it ahead. Seven Jones. My second favorite name of the season so far. He gets it inside to Carter Foreman for the jump hook, and it's a 4-0 Kent lead.
Nice little cross screen for that young man. Wide open shot.
Top of the key now, Austin Brickley. Brickley gets it inside, but before we can go further, Coach Whittick would like a timeout. We'll see if it's going to be a 30 or a full here. Referee's still trying to figure that one out. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So, Coach, it's a 4-0 game early. Both teams struggling a little bit to score inside.
I know Coach Whittick was worried about the zone from Kent Roosevelt, and it is giving them trouble. They're moving the ball, but they can't make a shot.
Absolutely. Okay, so we got. So this was a coach's discussion not too long ago. 30-second timeouts have been slowly over the last few years growing into 60-second timeouts unofficially, and I think we just had one of those. So Falls will inbound right in front of the Kent bench. Kent leads 4-0, 5:12 to play in the first quarter at Cuyahoga Falls High School. It'll be Shannon Payne inbounding for the Black Tigers. He gets it into Cody Leon, back to Payne. Payne to the foul line, into the lane, running layup, got it.
Nice move.
One of the leading scorers for the Falls has his first two. That's Shannon Payne. It's a 4-2 game. Kent in the forecourt. Spin dribble and in off of Foreman's hands again. He's got 4 and Kent has a 6-2. Did I get that one wrong, Coach? Was that Slocum that got it? That's what you...
24.
Okay, so it was Slocum that got the last two. 6-2 Kent. Foreman at the top of the key. Gets it off to
Brian Dugan.
Dugan, who nails the three, and it's a 9-2 Kent lead. Kent obviously came ready to play tonight.
Haven't seen much of that pressure defense from Cuyahoga Falls that the Coach Black was talking about.
As you well know, if you don't score, it's a little hard to put the pressure on, right? So ball's kicked out of bounds on the far side. Falls will maintain possession. Foul line extended. Falls is going right to left on your computer screen tonight. Ball's inbound. We have Cody Leon back to Brickley, to Shannon Payne to the baseline. He's looking for help. Skips it over to Leon for the three. Cody Leon with his first bucket, and it's a 9-5 Kent lead.
Great cross court look.
Into the forecourt, Jaden Dennison gets it to Dugan. Dugan running two-hander, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Brian Dugan, his first and the team's first.
Number 2, Brian Dugan.
And with that, we have 3 checking in for the Falls.
5'11".
We got Joey Stifler, Braylon Davis, and number 5, who I told you, whoever we didn't.
Martin Smith.
Martin Smith. Top of the key. Shannon Payne gets it in the corner to Hayden Johnson. His three is good, and he was fouled. The referee's checking something. I'm not sure if he knew the ball went in, but they will count the basket. Fouls on number 15 for Kent.
Fouls on number 15,
Jaden
Jaden
Dennison, his first, team second. And that's what they were discussing, Coach. They're going to call that after the shot, so it's not an and one. Falls will maintain possession. So it's a 9-8 game. Kent leads, but Falls is getting the ball back in front of the Kent bench with the chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Shannon Payne at the top of the key. Payne gets it to Stifler, back to Payne. Cross court to Johnson, to Payne at the top. Back to Stifler. He'll go on the dribble and get it back to Payne. He'll dish inside. Back out top, skip pass to Johnson. Stifler. Johnson on the far side, back to Stifler. Good ball movement by Falls, and Stifler knocks it down from 3 at the top of the key, and the Falls leads 11-9, 3:02 remaining, first quarter. Ahead for Kent. There's Peeps into the game for the first time, and he just lays a screen on Falls, and in the back door, a nice backdoor cut by Dennison. He's got 4 points, and it's an 11-11 game.
That was a great screen. Great curl right off of that screen for an easy 2.
Out top, it's Payne for the Falls. Payne now to the far side, gets it to Stifler up top. Stifler into the lane, and another looked like offensive foul, and then I think that's what we got. The far side official has the call. Let's see what he's got here. White 15. Am I seeing that one right, Coach?
Yep.
So that's Braylon Davis, his first and team second. Give the ball back to the Rough Riders.
And here's the pressure from Cuyahoga Falls that we were talking about. In that last possession, Kent Roosevelt switched to man-to-man.
Things are getting a little touchy, so the referee goes down, talks to both players involved. That was, looks like Dennison. Jones coming ahead on the dribble for Kent, top of the key, into the lane, Euro step. He lost his balance, lost the ball. Falls in the backcourt. Shannon Payne across the timeline, far side, looking to drive, does. Shots up, no good, but we've got a foul on the shot. And it's going to go against Seven Jones, his first personal third team foul, but it will send Shannon Payne to the line for the Black Tigers with a chance to unknot this 11-11 score, 2:10 remaining, first quarter. Shannon Payne's the senior, one of the big scorers for the Falls. First time at the line tonight. First shot up and rolls in. Give him 3 points on the night and give the Falls a 12-11 lead. Off the bench for the Falls is number 3, Cody Leon, returning. Second shot by Payne. Up and good. So give Payne 4, and it's a 13-11 Cuyahoga Falls lead. 2:10 remaining. Peeps checks back out of the lineup for Kent. So I think that was a little test there to see what he has. Inbounding for the Rough Riders. Oh, I checked that. Peeps is still in there. He inbounded. Gets it to Jones. Jones to the top of the key. Jones to the foul line. Dishes inside to Smith, Cody, E.J. Churn,
number 3.
who missed and then made it. Sorry, I got confused there. Smith on the dribble for Falls, top of the key. He hands it off to Brickley. Brickley working against Churn. Gets it to Leon. Leon between the circles, spin dribble into the lane, kicks it in the corner to Stifler. Stifler's 3 is right there. Joey Stifler with his second three-pointer of the quarter. It's a 16-13 Falls lead. Top of the key, Seven Jones. Jones working against Leon. Gets it on the sideline, now inside to Peeps. Peeps kicks it back out for the three-point attempt, no good. Loose ball, knocked around, picked up by his teammate, who gets it back to Peeps for his first bucket of the night, and it's a 16-15 Falls lead. In the forecourt, Austin Brickley. Brickley near side to Smith. Smith dishes inside to Cody Leon. Out to Stifler to Smith. Smith gets it to Brickley. Brickley, top of the key, now backs off, looking for help. Skip pass into the corner to Stifler. This time he's guarded closely, and on his spin dribble, he loses control out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Rough Riders. 33.9 seconds remaining, first quarter. Black Tigers up 16-15. Seven Jones in the backcourt. He's working against Leon, brings it across the timeline on the far side. Switches hands now, looks to get a screen from Peeps. Peeps on the roll, has it stolen away by Smith. Smith to the Falls, all the way to the hole. Layup no good, but we do have a whistle. This one could go either way. I don't know if it was on the shot or after. Let's see what we have here. Fouls on Black, 11. Seven Jones, his second personal foul, the team's fourth. Was a shooting foul. So Martin Smith will go to the line for the first time tonight. Smith sights and shoots off the back of the iron, no good.
Miller entering the game for the Riders.
Now checking back for the Rough Riders. Hayden Johnson. No, I'm sorry, I got the Falls again.
Logan Miller.
Logan Miller for the first time. Smith, second free throw, also no good. Rebound by Peeps for Kent. Peeps will bring it ahead. Now he gets it to Braylon Davis. Again, I'm wrong. That's Dennison. He gets it inside, shot no good, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Cuyahoga Falls ball. You know, sometimes, Coach, I long for the days where the home team had the even numbers and the visitors had the odd numbers. So you never
are dating yourself
you
now.
never made these mistakes that I'm making here when you have duplicate numbers. So inbound, long shot at the end of the quarter is no good. So at the end of the first period, Cuyahoga Falls comes back to take the 1-point lead. It's 16-15. We'll take this 60-second break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back at Cuyahoga Falls High School at the end of one period, Falls Black Tigers leading the Kent Rough Riders 16-15. And an entertaining game, a little sloppy at times, Coach, but some nice shooting. Go ahead.
I think both teams are playing pretty hard on defense. Both teams, 3 turnovers in the first quarter.
Happy to see the return of Gavin Peeps for Kent, a key player for them. You see Ryan Slocum is checked back in, the 6'7" center. Falls is inbounded to start the quarter. Top of the key, the shot is up and well short by Johnson, but saved inbounds. Top of the key, Austin Brickley. He'll drive into the paint, and a beautiful left-handed running layup. Austin Brickley with his first 2, and the Falls has an 18-15 lead. In the backcourt, Jaden Dennison. Dennison to the between the circles, tries the backdoor pass, gets batted away, picked up by Slocum. Slocum picks up his dribble, back to Dennison on the near side in front of the Falls bench, spins into the paint, layup, in and out, but a foul. Foul goes against Falls' Cody Leon. His first foul.
Cody Leon.
First team foul of the second quarter. And that'll send Dennison to the line for the Rough Riders. Dennison's first shot up and good. 18-16 just underway here in the second quarter. Dennison, 6'1" senior. Second shot up and good as well. Back to the 1-point game. No pressure here from Kent, so Payne will bring it ahead. Ball cross court to Leon, to Brickley, back to Leon, top of the key. Uses the screen, goes to the hole, and scores. Cody Leon with a running one-hander, and it's a 20-17 lead. Give Leon 5 points on the first half. Dennison in the front court for Kent. He'll pass to the top of the key, and nailing the three-pointer is Brian Dugan, his second of the night. He's got 6, and we're tied at 20. Payne in the far corner. He'll kick it back out top to Brickley. Over to Hayden Johnson. Johnson in the corner to Leon, and he nails another 3. Cody Leon now the leading scorer on the night with 8 points, and it's a 23-20 Tigers lead. Dennison at the top of the key for Kent. He gets it off to Dugan, who loses it. Kent in the front court. Brickley, top of the key to Payne. He shows like he's going to the hole, and he does. Gets a shot up, and a tough call. It's going to go against Ryan Slocum, I believe. We'll wait for the official. It is. That's Slocum's first personal foul and the first Kent foul of this quarter. That'll send Shannon Payne to the line, looking for points 5 and 6. Payne at the line for the Tigers for shot up and in. With that, checking back in for the Tigers is Dominic Russo. He'll replace Stifler, Joey Stifler. Shannon Payne looking to get the second of 2 and give the Tigers their biggest lead at 25-20. 5:54 remaining second quarter, so it looks like the game is starting to fall into what we were expecting, Coach. We got Dennison to the foul line. He gets it off to his teammate who has it batted away, and the pass ahead is to Payne for the layup. Shannon Payne now with 8 points, and with that, Coach Black would like a full timeout. 27-20 is our score, a full timeout for the Kent Rough Riders. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Beckett Falls High School, and Coach, just before the break, you had a thought.
I almost said Streetsboro for some reason. Cuyahoga Falls has been playing man-to-man. They started doing jumping the screen and rolls, double-teaming the dribbler, and they've caused a couple of turnovers, and that's what just happened here where Payne got that wide-open layup off the steal.
We went from 20 all to 27-20 in about 1 minute clock time, so the Falls is starting to turn up the pressure a little bit. We'll see if Coach Black has that corrected in the timeout huddle. So coming back for Kent, Gavin Peeps will inbound at the far end. He'll get it into Jaden Dennison, who'll bring it ahead. Dennison across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. He's working against Leon between the circles. Gets it off to Dugan. Dugan on the far side. Tried to bounce it inside. It was swatted away. Coming ahead is Brickley for the Falls. He'll dish it off to Leon. His shot up off the iron. No good. Rebound fought for and taken down by the Falls. Out top, it's Payne. Payne in the lane with a nice dish, but not handled by Russo, and Kent comes up with a loose ball. In the forecourt, Brian Dugan. Dugan in front of the Falls bench, lobs it inside to Peeps. Peeps working with the left hand in the paint, dishes off to Slocum, that's number 23. Carter Foreman, his second bucket, and it's a 27-22 Falls lead, 4:33 remaining in the half. Payne near side, dishes it into Leon. He's working in the paint, kicks it out to Payne. Payne in the far side corner, into the paint, running left-hand layup, nice move, but he misses everything on the layup. Ball gets battered out of bounds. They'll give it back to the Rough Riders, and checking back in for Kent is Seven Jones. Jones will replace Brian Dugan. Dugan sits down with 6. Jones returns yet to score. In the backcourt, Peeps. Peeps to Dennison. Dennison top of the key with a screen from Peeps. Double teamed, gets it to Peeps, who tosses in the corner to Foreman. Foreman, top of the key to Logan Miller, who's checked in for Kent. Now way out top is Dennison to Miller on the far sideline. He saves it, goes baseline, layup shot, good. Logan with the bucket for Kent. Steal by Dennison for Kent. Full court, right-handed layup is no good, but we got a foul going to be called on Austin Brickley. His first foul, the team's second of the half.
Fouls on number 2, Austin Brickley. Shooting at the line, number 15,
27-24. Falls leads, but Dennison at the line to try to shrink this lead back to a 1-point lead. His first shot up and good. Dennison now with 9 points. I checked that, 7 points on the night, 3 for 3 from the line. His second shot. He'll bounce it, he'll fire it, and he'll hit it. So now 8 points for Dennison, and it's a 1-point game, back to a 1-point game. Falls ahead. Russo at the top of the key. Off to Leon. Leon to Brickley. Brickley will drive the lane. He'll hang and try to score, but misses. Rebound by Peeps for Kent. In the backcourt to Dennison. He'll come across the center line. On the far side, Dennison working with the right hand against Leon. Looking to use the screen high. He gets it to Peeps. Peeps on the near side to Logan Miller. Ball taken away by Payne. Payne for the Falls brings it across. Top of the key, running down the lane. Layup shot, no good. Rebound by Foreman for Kent. Off to Dennison. He'll bring it ahead. He'll stop, pop, and miss the three-pointer. Batted back to a teammate by Peeps to Dennison. He'll spin into the lane. 10-foot turnaround, no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Brickley. Brickley ahead to Johnson. Back to Brickley. Layup is good. And the Falls is up 3, 29-26, 2:21 remaining in the first half. Seven Jones brings it ahead. He gets it to Logan Miller. Miller cross court to Dennison. He'll cut the lane. Peeps now trying to post low. Miller takes the running one-hander, in and out. Russo with the rebound for the Falls. Russo in the backcourt to Brickley. Brickley to the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Layup's no good, but followed nicely by Shannon Payne. Give Payne 10 points and give the Black Tigers a 31-26 lead. Seven Jones working against Payne into the forecourt. Looking for help, looking to go to the paint. Ball batted away, picked up by Peeps. His shot no good. Rebound by Payne. He's tied up and looks like they're going to get a foul. Foul's going to go against Carter Foreman. That's the 6'5 senior's first foul, second team foul. And the Falls will bring it ahead. Shannon Payne. Got 10 in the first half. He'll work into the forecourt, gets it on the far side to Hayden Johnson. Johnson with a screen from Russo. Drives paint, and the ball got caught on his hip. I think we have a traveling, and we do. Johnson doesn't agree with it, Coach, but it sure looked like a travel from here.
Yeah, yep, I agree. Ball was on his hip.
Checking in for the Black Tigers, rechecking back in, Joey Stifler, who's nailed 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. We've got a minute 12 remaining here in the first half. The Black Tigers leading 31-26. Dennison on the far side for Kent. To the top of the key to Foreman. Foreman finds an open Peeps inside, fake up and in. Nice move by Gavin Peeps for his second bucket. And it's a 31-28 Falls lead. Less than a minute to play in the first half. Inside ball given to Leon, goes off of his foot, but picked up by the Falls. To Brickley, he'll try to drive the paint. He gets in trouble, kicks it back out to Payne, back to Brickley in the corner, near side corner. Skip pass stolen away by Logan. Into the forecourt. Seven Jones on the near side, looking to drive. Spin dribble, pulls up. Now he has to get back out top. He gets it out to Logan Miller. Miller back to Seven Jones. He'll back up. Looks like they may be playing for the last shot here. Jones near the center circle working against Shannon Payne. Jones far side now, driving the paint, pulls up 10-footer, got it. Seven Jones with his first bucket of the half. The long shot is right in, and they'll count it by Hayden Johnson. All right, Coach, you know the dimensions of a floor a little better than me, so That was a how many foot shot?
I'm not going to give you a number, but it was from the opposite volleyball line. How about that?
There you go. So I think we're talking 50-foot-ish on the three-point shot right at halftime by Hayden Johnson. Have they officially counted that? Looks like they have. So with that, we have an exciting game going, period, but that certainly ended the half in an exciting way. The Cuyahoga Falls Tigers leading the Kent Rough Riders 34-30. We'll take this 30-second break, and we'll be back with our halftime guest.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back here at Cuyahoga Falls High School at halftime. Our special guest at halftime today is Cuyahoga Falls Athletic Director Ken Johnson. And Ken, first thing I have for you is top that.
That's exactly how Coach Wittig drew it up.
I'm sure it is. He said, hey, we're going to get the ball with the last chance, fire from about 50 and see what you can do. And boy, it looked good right from the start, and sure enough, it was. So Cuyahoga Falls leading 34-30 here at halftime. So in our never-ending attempt to bring pairs and doubles and all kinds of things like that, we have our second athletic director, Johnson, of the year. So Ken is the, oh gosh, I'm going to get myself in trouble, the older brother.
Correct.
Of Talmadge athletic director Bill Johnson, who we talked to a little earlier. So Ken, lots going on at the Falls athletically these days. I'm sure that's always the case, but even more so, you're coming up on what I believe is probably a special time for longtime Falls people, where the gym that we're sitting in right now is reaching the end of its service to the community. Can you tell me a little bit about what that transition to the new school is going to look like, how many games you're expecting to still be here for next year, and where you at?
Yeah, sure. As you know, it's been about 100 years since we haven't played in this school, 100-year-old school. So we're all real excited to have the new campus. We get the keys to the new campus January 1st. So the plan would be to probably play all our December games that are home in this gym, finish out right around Christmas. We're gonna try to do a tournament, a last tournament. Our goal is for us to play Stowe in that game to end it here, and bring in a couple other teams that coaches have coached here or have played here to play in that tournament as well. So we're looking forward to that, to kind of end this gym, which is iconic, and then head to the new one.
Okay, so I'm kind of blindsiding you with this one, so I apologize. But Fifth Dimension Radio owner Bob Fritz is behind me over here and can't hear me right now, so I feel a little emboldened. But I know that Fifth Dimension Radio would love to be a part of that. So
absolutely,
if you're up for it at that time, I'm sure we'll be in touch, because I think that's just anybody who grew up, especially basketball-wise, in this community. And you mentioned 100 years. That's just about how old I am. Been coming here to watch basketball, and there's some storied games over the years and storied coaches. So we'll look forward to that, and hopefully we can be a part of it. And,
absolutely.
And we're really excited to be here as one of the last broadcasts from this gym this year. Tell me what else is going on at the Falls in terms of winter sports and how things are looking for your various teams.
Yeah, our winter's been pretty good. We have a boys bowling team that just won the postseason Suburban League Championship. Right now, they're probably one of the top 10 teams in the state in boys bowling. We have a couple wrestlers that we think will get to the state meet in wrestling. Our 144, Antonio Johnson, has only lost a couple times this year, has really wrestled well, senior. Our swim teams are really doing well. This is the first year we've placed in the top 4 in the Suburban League in boys and girls. So the swim program's coming along well. Our girls basketball team earned a home sectional game on Saturday the 15th that they'll play here. They'll play Lakewood here in this gym. So our winter sports are doing well.
That's awesome. Glad to hear, especially as I think you're aware, up until this year, I had been back on the sideline for girls basketball at Talmadge, and it's always awesome to hear that the league teams are getting home games early. It speaks well for the competition in the league. Speaking of the league, so my next question is a little bit two-part question. One, first year this year with the 7 divisions for basketball, and starting a year from next season, your school, along with the team you're playing tonight, Kent, and along with your brother's school, Talmadge, are moving to a new league, the Metro. Tell me about the dynamics of that. Are you comfortable with it? Are you happy with it to this point? I know it hadn't really started yet, but where are we with that, and what are your feelings?
Yeah, I think for our community, it makes sense. As people know, we've struggled in the Suburban League. Not just everybody wants to talk about football, and a lot of it does deal with football, but it goes bigger than that, broader than that. We've struggled lately in the Suburban League. I think moving to the Metro gives us a little bit of competitive balance with some of those teams, and I also think it brings in an in-city rivalry, which I think is going to be really unique and really cool with Woodridge, to have schools in the same city, but also make that a fun and friendly rivalry. I think could really be cool. And having Talmadge and Kent Roosevelt come with us, I'm really good friends with Ben Dunlap, and not my brother so much, but but just having them come with us is going to be really, really fun as well.
As you well know, I have several coaching brothers, so I understand that comment to some degree. And, so I'll leave this conversation with this, and I think that I'm right about this, but I know that you played here, so I mean this job I'm sure means a lot to you, and you played, again, if I'm not mistaken, on some very successful Cuyahoga Falls basketball teams. What is one of, if not your favorite memory from the time you spent here as a player?
There's so many. I was fortunate enough to play for Mike Menier, who it was just a mentor to me, and even through my coaching days, just somebody I could always count on. I think the biggest memory from playing here was when we beat Stowe my senior year at Stowe to win the Metro League championship, and Coach Close, who his record speaks for himself, was generous enough to let us cut down their nets at Stowe after a Friday night game when we won the league, and that's just something I'll always remember and always cherish. And this year has been kind of ironic because our boys basketball team beat both Barberton and Stowe in the same year, and we haven't done that, I believe, since my year in 1996. So it's been just great to be around. I'm at every practice this year. My son plays on the JV team and dresses on the varsity team, so I've been around the boys team a lot this year, and I think it's just something special.
That's awesome. Coach, I'm still going to call you Coach. That's it. Coach AJ over here with me. Once a coach, always a coach in my mind. So, Coach, thanks for spending the time with us. Good luck for the remainder of this season, early next season, and we're really excited to see what happens in the new gym next year. So thanks so much for
Thank you, guys, and I appreciate you coming.
Appreciate it. We're going to take this 30-second timeout, and we'll be back to take a quick look at what happened in the first half.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back here at Cuyahoga Falls High School just before the start of the second half, Coach, you got to look at some of our rebounding and turnover stats.
Rebounds were pretty even. Cuyahoga Falls with 10 rebounds, 5 of those offensive, though, which led to a couple buckets, and Kent Roosevelt with 9. Leading rebounder for Kent Roosevelt is number 4, Gavin Peeps, and for for Cuyahoga Falls, number 0, that would be Shannon Payne. He does a little bit of everything, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Both teams turned over the ball quite a bit. They settled down a little bit in the second quarter. 7 turnovers for Cuyahoga Falls, 5 turnovers for Kent in the first half.
Okay, well, we're about to start the second half here real quickly for the Rough Riders. Leading scorer in the first half was Jaden Dennison with 8 points, and Brian Dugan had 6. For the Falls, Shannon Payne with 10 points, and Cody Leon with 8. So Kent will get the ball to start the second half. Inbound to the top is Dennison. Dennison gets it to Dugan. Dugan will drive to the foul line. He'll try to throw it inside, and it looked like a terrible pass, and that's because he was hammered on the arm. And the foul's going to go against Austin Brickley for the Falls. That's his second and the team's first, and they are going to call that coach a shooting foul. I don't know.
I think he was getting ready to throw it up at the rim, maybe.
There you go.
But it went right to Shannon Payne.
That's a scorer's mentality. I like that. First shot is up and good for Brian Dugan. Give him 7 points, and he'll try for 8 here on the second free throw. Just underway second half. Second shot by Dugan, also good, and it's a 34-32 Cuyahoga Falls lead. Shannon Payne in the backcourt. Across the timeline to the near side. Skip pass to Leon on the far side. Top the key to Brickley. Brickley pulls up in the lane, gets it back to Leon. He'll drive the lane, kick it out to Payne. Payne will back off on the dribble, and the Black Tigers will reset. Russo has it at the foul line. Top of the key to Payne. Cross court to Brickley. His shot from 3 is no good. Rebound by Foreman for Kent. He'll bring it across the timeline, look for help. He gets it to Dennison on the far side. Dennison pulls up, dishes in the corner to Foreman. Spin dribble to the lane. Looked like he got hit on the arm. No call to Dugan. Dugan loses control of the dribble, but saves it inbounds. No, goes out on the far side. Gives the ball back to the Black Tigers. Cody Leon will inbound to Shannon Payne. The senior will bring it ahead. He goes to the far side, working left-handed. Kicks it back out top to Cody Leon. He'll get a screen from Brickley. Skip pass to Payne. Payne gets it in the corner. Off to Johnson. Johnson's shot no good, but rebounded by Russo. He powers it up. No good. Rebound Foreman for Kent. To Dennison across the timeline. Dennison on the far side. To the top of the key to Foreman. Back to Dennison. He's looking inside for Slocum. Trying to get it to him, finally does. In the paint, Slocum spin dribble, and hook shot's good. Ryan Slocum with his second bucket of the night, and it's tied at 34. Payne to Brickley for the Falls. Back to Payne, cross court to Leon. Back to Payne to Russo. Ball moving quickly for the Falls. To Payne, top the key. Gets to Leon, skip to Brickley, inside to Russo. He'll try to get it inside, kicks it back out to Brickley, whose shot is no good, and rebound is picked up by Dugan. Dugan to 7 Jones. Jones fakes a 3, drives into the lane, ball batted out of his hands, loose, picked up by Slocum. Back to Jones, his layup up and good. 7 Jones with his second bucket. And it's a 36-34 Kent lead, their first lead in some time. Cross court to Leon. Leon to Brickley, back to Leon. He'll dish it into Russo at the foul line. To Payne to the foul line. Backs up. Now looks to drive and thought we had a travel, but instead he must have got a push, and it looks like it's going to go on number 2, who is Brian Dugan. The 6-foot senior picks up his second and the team's first of the half. Payne at the line with 10 points on the night, shooting 2. Shannon Payne, senior, shooting guard, misses the first free throw.
Kent Roosevelt has switched back to their 2-3 zone and
just clogging up the middle.
Yeah, Cuyahoga Falls hasn't really got a good look this whole half so far.
Exactly right. They've got good ball movement, but they're not finding open looks. Payne misses the second one, but rebounded by Johnson for the Falls. He'll bring it out, and the Falls will reset. To Payne, cross court to Leon. He'll fire the 3 and got it. Cody Leon.
That's one way to get him out of his zone.
Absolutely. Shoot him out of it. Leon the junior now with 11 points. In the forecourt, Dennison for Kent in front of his own bench. Gets it to Slocum. He drives baseline, spin dribble, dishes it to Foreman. Has trouble with it, but picks it up. Going to try to power it up. Throws up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Johnson for the Falls. Ahead to Brickley. Brickley to the hole. Nice crossover, but they're going to have a foul on the floor. He made the layup, but looked like the right call to me. Foul on Dugan.
Foul on number 2, Brian Dugan.
That's his third and the team's second. And with that, Gavin Peeps and Logan Miller will check back for Kent, and Stifler is back in. Joey Stifler for the Falls. Stifler in for Russo. In the corner, it's Payne. Payne with a skip pass, bounce pass. Semi-miracle got through. Back to the other side now. It's Johnson to Payne. Payne on the near side, top of the key to Leon. Leon thought about a three, instead drives, kicks it in the corner to Johnson. Left-hand dribble. He's stopped. No foul called. Rebound Foreman for Kent. In the backcourt, it's Dennison ahead to Jones. Jones on the near side. Gets it to Foreman. Back to Jones. Jones will dribble into the paint. Running layup. No good, but he got pushed. Looks like Hayden Johnson most likely, and it is. Johnson's second foul. Team's second foul. That'll send Seven Jones to the line, shooting 2 for Kent. Jones has 4 points on the night. First shot up and off the front of the rim, no good. Coach, we were talking earlier, people of a certain age, of which I am one, understand that Seven's first name, and I don't know this for a fact, but was in my time first suggested by George Costanza on the Seinfeld show. Seven's second shot, in and out.
I'm going to take your word for that.
You're not of a certain age, right? The miss is batted out of bounds by Falls, so Kent will keep possession after the 2 misses. Kent trails by 1, 37-36, 4:02 remaining. Ball's lobbed in to Peeps. Peeps will drive, layup, up, good. It looks to me like Gavin Peeps, coach, is ready to try to take over offensively here.
That's a nice, strong move right there.
He looks like he's calling for the ball now. Top of the key for the Falls, Austin Brickley. He'll go left side now, drives a lane, nice feed to Stifler. He kicks it in the corner to Payne for 3, got it. Shannon Payne with his first 3-pointer of the night, give him 13 and give the Falls a 2-point lead at 40-38. Foreman for Kent, top of the key, gets it to Peeps. Peeps gets it in the corner. Dennison a long 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound Payne for the Falls. He kicks it ahead to Brickley. Brickley with a nice bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson gets the layup, give him 8, and quickly the Falls runs off a 5-0 run to take a 42-38 lead, 3:12 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout by Kent, so we're going to keep it right here. So, Coach, as you mentioned, the defense, when Kent went to the zone, took a while for the Falls to, I'm sure they recognized it, but to adjust offensively. Are you seeing some adjustments at this point?
Well, I just noticed in that last possession they switched back to man-to-man, so maybe that his last 2 threes, like they said, took the shooting has taken them out of the zone back to man-to-man. Great fast break right off the layup. Wow, Shannon Payne.
All right.
Shannon Payne bringing the ball up the court. Nice dish for the layup.
Nice dish to Johnson, who had ran ahead. So, yeah, Falls getting out and running a little bit, which was what they're hoping to do. Coach in the pregame, Coach White, was hoping they'd get out and run some. So checking in for the Falls, we've got Martin Smith. Kent inbounding. Peeps has it in the backcourt off to Seven Jones. Jones working against Payne across the timeline. Falls looking to double. They get it back to Peeps. Peeps inside to number 3 for Kent, no good. That's E.J. Churn. His shot no good, knocked out of bounds. Dennison's shot, I should say, knocked out of bounds. But Kent will retain possession. E.J. Churn had a bucket for 2 in the first half. Inbounds comes to Peeps, and he definitely is getting aggressive in the paint, but he's got somebody all over him. Looks like it's going to be Stifler with the foul. It is Joey Stifler with his first foul.
Looks like Cuyahoga Falls maybe with a strategy to double team Peeps on the block. That's what they came with that time.
Exactly. So that's 3 fouls on the Falls. Inbound comes to Peeps. Peeps gets it to Churn. Gets it inside to Dennison. He's doubled. Back to Churn. Can't handle the pass, but he does come up with the loose ball. Working hard. Gets it to Jones. Jones at the center circle. Working against Leon. Jones to Logan. Or for Miller, I should say. Rebound by Peeps. He throws it up. No good. Rebound Stifler. Stifler will bring it across the timeline for the Falls. Off to Payne. Payne far side. Looks to drive. Now pulls it back out. Gets it to Stifler. Back to Payne. Payne with 13 on the night. Stifler had a couple of threes in the first half. See if they try to free him for another one here. Payne working against Seven Jones. Ball batted out of the hands of Braylon Davis, who's on for the Falls, but it'll remain a Cuyahoga Falls ball on the near side next to the scorer's table. Shannon Payne will inbounds. He gets it into Martin Smith. Smith to Stifler. Back to Smith on the far side now. Foul line extended. Smith bounce pass to Cody Leon at the top. He'll drive. He'll lay it up. He'll score. Cody Leon now. Give him 13 on the night. And in the backcourt we have a foul.
Number 15.
Foul number 15, Braylon Davis.
Again, that's Braylon Davis, and that's his second foul. Team's 4th foul.
Slocum subbing in for the Rough Riders.
Slocum will return for Kent. They'll bring the ball ahead. Trailing 44-38, a minute 34 remaining, third quarter. Dennison on the far side. Top of the key now, pulls up on the dribble, gets it to Slocum. Foul line extended on the far side to Churn. Churn at the elbow. Churn working, spin dribble in the lane. His 8-footer is blocked. So is Jones' layup. But Kent steals the ball back with Dennison to Peeps. Peeps working hard in the lane, tried to get it to Churn. Ill-advised pass taken away by Martin Smith for Black Tigers. Smith cross-court pass to Stifler. Stifler with a long bounce pass and somehow got through to Smith. He looked like a jump ball. Instead, he let go of the ball, and the Rough Riders pick up the loose ball. In the backcourt, it's Dennison working against Smith at the center circle. Across the timeline, he picks up his dribble, gets it to Seven Jones on the far side. Slocum with a solid screen, and this is going to be interesting. 2 refs called it, and they're going to get Slocum with the offensive foul. Could have gone either way, I thought, Coach.
I think that was the right call. Looks like he leaned into him a little bit.
Slocum's second personal, 3rd team foul on Kent. And with that, Payne will take a rest, as will Smith. Returning is Hayden Johnson for the Falls. And Brickley. So in the backcourt now, it's Brickley will do the ball handling. Hands it off to Stifler. Stifler working against Churn. Gets it back to Brickley. His spin dribble, definite travel got missed there. Back out to Stifler. To Brickley. Brickley working against Dennison. Will back up, get everybody set, and run another play. Brickley being hounded now by Dennison. Could be a 5-second call. No. Off to Stifler, far side. Bounce pass to Leon. Leon back into the paint. Missed this time. Rebound Slocum for Kent. Slocum with a shot at the buzzer. No good. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers 44, the Kent Rough Riders 38. Let's take this 30-second break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
So, Coach, still a very competitive game. The Falls seem to get their footing after they adjusted to the zone and now have, I believe, their biggest lead of the night at 6, 44-38, but still anybody's ball game going in the fourth quarter.
It looked like Cuyahoga Falls was able to get to the rim once the Kent went to man-to-man, and I think Kent needs somebody other than Peeps to score.
Yeah, Peeps, as if you weren't with us early, is the leading scorer for the Rough Riders. Missed their last game with an injury and did not get the start tonight. Came off the bench middle to the end of the first quarter and has played sporadically. If I had to guess, I'd say he's played a quarter and a half, maybe 2 quarters worth of ball here. So I think Coach is right. We'll look to see if anybody else can pick up the slack. Peeps has 6 points in his limited time on the floor tonight. Third quarter possession goes to the Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers. And it'll be Joey Stifler, the junior, inbounding. He gets it into Brickley. Austin Brickley, the senior, will handle the ball out top against Dennison. Brickley backs off on the dribble on the near side. Kicks it up top to Davis. Davis to Stifler. I'm sorry, to Johnson. Johnson to Stifler. To the near side, Brickley. He'll back it off to the center circle and start again. Working against Dennison. Dribbles, gets it in the corner to Johnson. Johnson drives, and do we have a jump ball or a foul? Looks like we've got a foul, and it's going to go against Davis. Oh, I'm sorry. Who was it? 15, Dennison. Double 15s again. Got me again, Coach. First team foul of the fourth quarter. Kent with a steal in the backcourt. Dennison ahead to Slocum. Slocum had a drive to the baseline, didn't see it. Instead, he got fouled by Stifler. That's Stifler's
Foul number 11, Joey Stifler.
second and the team's first of this fourth quarter. Dennison will inbound. Checking out for the Tigers is Leon. Returning is Shannon Payne. In the corner, it's Davis. Davis loses it, picks it back up across the foul line, throws up a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound Payne, he's tied up by Peeps. And we got a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Rough Riders underneath their own basket. 7:05 remaining, fourth quarter.
Looked like Payne had that rebound, but Peeps went in there and tied him up.
Made the cardinal mistake, Coach. He brought it down,
Yep.
and they tied him up. Brian Dugan checks back in for Kent. Inbound attempt to Dugan is stolen away by Brickley for the Falls. Dribbles length of the court. Layup falls off the rim. Rebounded by Peeps. Peeps to Jones. Jones across the timeline. Kent needs a bucket here to get back to easy striking distance. Dennison, top the key to Jones. Jones looking for Churn, instead takes it himself on a spin dribble, and ball battered out of his hands, taken away by Stifler, but Peeps gets it from behind his back, and Kent retains possession. Top of the key, Dennison. Double screen up top. Dennison kicks it in the corner. Shot no good by Dugan. Out to Jones. His three-pointer no good. Some battling going on underneath. Shannon comes away. Payne comes away with it for the Falls. And a three-point attempt by Johnson results in a foul on Churn.
Foul number 3, E.J. Churn.
E.J. Churn, the 6-foot junior, his first personal foul. Second team foul, and Hayden Johnson will go to the line for 2. Johnson with 8 points on the night. Will shoot for double figures here and try to extend this Falls 6-point lead. First shot up off the back of the iron, no good. Cody Leon set to return, but must be going for the shooter because he didn't get in, and Slocum ready to check back in for Kent. Second shot by Johnson. That's right, 3 shots. Second shot is good. That's why they held them. So Johnson now with 9 and Falls with a 45-38 lead, 6:07 remaining. Kent, don't you think Coach really needs to make a move soon if they're going to?
They need a hoop on this possession right here.
Third free throw missed. Rebound by Kent. Peeps in the backcourt ahead to Jones. 7 Jones on the near side to the elbow. Nice pass to Slocum, whose layup is no good. And there we have the NBA call, right? Am I right?
Exactly.
The free throw was missed, and I believe it was a good call. It looked like Slocum got hit.
But he didn't blow the whistle until the shot was missed.
And I didn't pick up the call, but yeah.
Looks like number 43 for the Falls. Excuse me, number one.
Okay, so that's Johnson with his 3rd foul. Slocum's free throw is no good. He'll try to get his 5th point at the line, and the Rough Riders definitely could use it. Second shot up and in and out and rebounded by Stifler for the Falls. Ahead, Payne on the near side, left-hand dribble against Dugan. He'll now move to the center circle. They'll go with a double high screen. Hand off to Brickley. Brickley cross court to Stifler in the corner to back to Stifler. His 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound by Falls. Brickley to Johnson. His 10-foot running one-hander, no good. Taken down by Dugan. Dugan ahead on the dribble. Dugan on the elbow. He'll kick it out to Peeps. Peeps thinks about a 3-pointer and made a little move. Looked like he shuffled the shoes. Now to give the ball back on the turnover, back to the Falls. Costly turnover, 5:17 remaining. And Kent still trailing by 7. In the backcourt, Shannon Payne. Payne with 13 points on the night, working against Jones for Kent. To Johnson on the near side. Foul line extended, now he'll go top of the key. To the foul line, crossover, spin dribble, shot up off the iron. No good, and
Kent Roosevelt ball.
Looked like it went off Johnson last, so Peeps will inbound for the Rough Riders. Dennison, desperately. It's been some time since Kent scored here, at least 3 minutes or so. Actually, since the quarter break, so over 3 minutes. Dennison to Peeps, top the key again. Wanted to trigger, didn't. Jones now backs off with the double team, gets it to Peeps in the corner to Dugan. Dugan back to Peeps for 3. No good, but nice follow by 7 Jones. A big bucket for Kent. Jones has 6 points. It's a 5-point Falls lead, 4:17 remaining. Brickley, top of the key. He gets inadvertently knocked down by Dennison. Actually, they're going to give the foul to Dugan. That's Dugan's 4th unofficially.
E.J. Churn returns.
Third team foul. So team fouls will become important here as we come down the stretch if the game remains close. Stifler will inbound to Leon for the Falls. Leon, crossover dribble, top of the key, looks for help, hands off to Brickley. Brickley driving the lane. Nice scoop pass to Stifler to Payne. Payne's shot up off the back of the iron, no good. Nice rebound by Churn for Kent, got high in the air. Jones will bring it ahead for the Rough Riders. Peeps, far side, foul line extended. Working against Stifler, nice bounce pass into Churn. He'll go in, lay it in. Ooh, tough call on E.J. Churn. He made the basket, but they're going to wipe it off and give him the offensive foul.
Foul on number 3, E.J. Churn.
All right, Coach, I'm putting the pressure on you. How'd you like that call?
That was close. If that was my son, that was a charge.
I know how it goes. That's right. Your son took a lot of charges over the years. On the far side, Johnson for the Falls. Oh, nice. Beautiful spin move by Leon, who hits the layup. Leon now with 15, and the 7-point lead is returned for the Falls, 3:23 remaining. Far side, Dennison asks for the screen, but doesn't use it. Instead, kicks it out to Churn, to Jones, inside to Peeps, to Churn, this time with no defense, lays it right in.
Nice ball movement.
Churn now with 4 points. It's 47-42, 3 minutes remaining. Far side, Hayden Johnson working against Churn to Stifler at the top of the key. Inside now to Leon. His turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Peeps. Peeps for Kent. Far side across the timeline. Looking for help. Gets it to Dennison. To Churn at the elbow. He'll take it to the hole. Blocked from behind. And an outlet pass to Brickley. Brickley's layup is good. Brickley with 6 and Falls now back to a 7-point lead, 49-42, 2:30 remaining, fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take this 30-second break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back at Falls High School, and every time it looks like Kent might be getting right back in it, Falls gets a key bucket. Somebody goes hard to the hole. Got some pretty well-spaced scoring for both teams. So, Coach, obviously they're down 7, just over 2 minutes to go. What's Kent need to do at this point?
Well, I think they need to pick up their defensive pressure. Cuyahoga Falls has been able to dribble and run their offense at will pretty much this whole last quarter and a half. They need to pick up their pressure.
To that end, checking into the game, a freshman, Logan Miller, the guard, he's been in a few times tonight, but you got to think he's probably in for some fresh legs and the ability to trap. So he'll do the inbounding here. Miller will for Kent. Really could use a bucket this trip. 2:30 remaining, fourth quarter. Dennison brings it ahead for the Rough Riders. He gets it off to 7 Jones. Jones in front of his own bench. Gets it back to Dennison, top of the key. Dennison fakes and then fires a 3. Oh, just off the front of the iron. Ball batted out of bounds by the Black Tigers. Give it back to Kent. 2:14 remaining. Beat Dennison to trigger the inbound. A box inbound play. They lob it into Peeps. Got shoved a little, no call. Churn has the ball now. Back to Peeps, who didn't see it coming. Goes out of bounds, and just the kind of luck you have when you're 4-13 on the year, Coach. Nobody's fault. Peeps turned his head at the wrong time, and it went right out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Falls.
Looked like he was trying to go to the block, maybe get the ball back there.
Double team on the inbound, but Stifler has it for the Falls to Payne. Looks like Falls now might be looking to run some clock. Payne on the far side to the cutter Brickley, who makes a nice running layup. That second of the period for Brickley. And the biggest lead of the night now for the Black Tigers, 51-42. Dennison into the lane, gets it batted away, but we're going to get a hacking foul here. Nobody calls anything hacking anymore, but that's what that was. Stifler's third foul. Second team foul. Lobs in to Pierce, back to Dennison, ball batted away, and here comes Brickley again. Can Jones catch him? No. Brickley lays it in, his third straight layup, and it's a 53-42 Falls lead, and frankly, the Rough Riders look a little tired. They're going to have to dig real deep here if they're going to make a comeback. Instead, Jones has it stolen by Johnson. He'll run and lay it in at the other end for the Falls. He's got 11 points. And with that, we've got a timeout on the floor for the Rough Riders, who trail 55-42, 1:17 remaining. We'll take this 30-second break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back at Cuyahoga Falls High School, and what had been a very close game almost the entire way in the last 3 minutes here has taken a decided turn in the favor of the Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers, the home team, up 55-42 with just over a minute to play. Dennison will bring it ahead for Kent. He gets it off to Miller. Miller's pass stolen away. Brickley with a behind-the-back pass, and not a good foul. The pass was to Payne, who got fouled going up for the hoop. But, boy, that's one you want to see on video. Austin Brickley with a probably 30-foot behind-the-back pass from the near side. And for those of you who listen or watch this after the fact, cameraman extraordinaire Bob Fritz, I'm sure, has that one for you. Payne at the foul line. First free throw is short. He's stuck on 13 points at this point.
Coach, you mentioned, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You mentioned that it looked like Kent was running out of gas. They've turned the ball over on 3 or possibly 4 straight possessions, and that's just a sign of fatigue.
Absolutely right. Second free throw, good for Payne. He has 14 on the night. And the Falls lead 56-42, again, their largest lead of the night. If you're just tuning in, this game was close almost the whole way. Churn for Kent at the foul line, gets it off to Seven Jones. Jones, top of the key, spins into the paint. Tries a backdoor pass, nobody home. Peeps had cut to the other side, give the ball back to Cuyahoga Falls, and with that, we're going to have some mass substitutions. We will do our best here, Coach. I told you this could be coming. So, and the referees are saying, wait a minute. Make sure everybody gets checked in. Wait till we call you in. And most importantly, wait till that old guy up top can have an idea who's on the floor. So if you'll help me here, we do have some guys returning, but are new for Falls, new to the game. We've got Wasim Mustafa on the floor. We've got De'Ara Dortch.
Marcus Smith, Ethan Johnson.
And Ethan Johnson. Kent also with some new players. We'll try to pick them up as we go. Right now for Falls, it's Ethan Johnson. He gets it inside, and that's off to number 20. De'Ara Dortch, his first 2, and it's a 58-42 game for Kent in the forecourt. Chance Dennison on the far side, and where we have a foul, or?
I think the ball just went out of bounds. Nope, it is a foul.
So if somebody got their name in the book, well, actually it was 15, Braylon Davis, who's been in. That's his 3rd foul. Inbounding for Kent is Logan Miller. He gets it into 30, whose shot's no good. The follow shot.
Logan Miller.
Well, the follow shot was number 20.
He's on the JV list down here, Logan Miller.
Okay. Yep. At any rate, that shot goes in, making it 58-44, and the Falls dribbles out the remaining seconds. So the final here from Cuyahoga Falls tonight, and I just love it when we're trying to identify bodies at the end of games. So we never have a nice smooth outro. Cuyahoga Falls with a really solid 4th quarter wins it 58-44 over the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders. We'll be back in 60 seconds to wrap this up.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
back at Cuyahoga Falls High School, and so we reach the end. A great competitive game until it looked like the Rough Riders coach just kind of ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. That certainly was due to the Black Tigers turning up the pressure and guys with tired legs for Kent. But the final was Cuyahoga Falls 58, Kent 46. Do you want to go over some rebounding? And I know the turnover stats are really going to pop out at us here.
Well, we're going to start with that. 8 turnovers for Kent Roosevelt just in the second half, and a lot of those were there at the end of the game. There were 6 turnovers for Cuyahoga Falls. 2. That would be the second quarter there. So just 2 in the second half for Cuyahoga Falls turnovers. So there's a big difference right there. Rebounds. Kent Roosevelt had a lot of rebounds. Leading the way was Mr. Peeps. What's his first name? Gavin Peeps with 5 rebounds just in the second half. He had 2 in the first half, so for a total of 7. Leading rebounder for Cuyahoga Falls is going to be Shannon Payne. He had 5. These are unofficial numbers, of course.
Absolutely.
But I think the turnover was the big number there in the second half especially.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll look real quickly at some scoring here and then wrap it up for Fifth Dimension Radio Sports here. Gavin Peeps, as we mentioned, had been hurt, got to play about half the game probably by the time all was said and done. Peeps, their leading scorer tonight, had 3 buckets for 6 points. Jaden Dennison, 2 buckets, 4 for 4 from the line for 8 points. Ryan Slocum, the big center, had 2 field goals, 0 for 2 from the line for 4 points. Brian Dugan II with 2 threes and 2 free throws for his 8 points. Seven Jones, 3 field goals, 0 for 2 from the line for 6. Carter Foreman, who started in the place of Peeps tonight, had 2 field goals for 4. Logan Miller off the bench had a field goal for 2 points. And E.J. Churn, also off the bench, had 2 field goals, 4 points. And our unidentified man who had the number of Logan Miller on the JV team, but Logan Miller was number 1 on the varsity team, so we're not real sure, but he got a bucket right at the end of the game. 46 total points for the Rough Riders. For the home team, the victorious Black Tigers from Cuyahoga Falls, a really solid night, a great night actually for Shannon Payne. Payne had 3 field goals plus a 3, plus 5 out of 8 from the line for 14 points. Hayden Johnson, some big shots, had 2 threes in the first half, 2 other field goals in the second, and 1 for 3 from the line for his 11 points. Austin Brickley had 2 field goals in the first half and 3 quick full-court layups in the fourth quarter. It was part of that stretching out of the lead, and Brickley had 10 points for the Falls. Cody Leon, a nice floor game, had 3 threes, 2 twos, and 15 total points for the Black Tigers. Joey Stifler off the bench had 2 first-quarter threes that helped them charge back after an initial Kent lead early. Stifler with 6 points. De'Ari Dortch got in late and got a bucket for 2, and Martin Smith missed 2 free throws. The final total for the Black Tigers, 58. So it's a 58-46 Black Tigers victory. They go to 9-10 on the overall and 4-8 in the league on the season, and Kent falls to 4-14 and 2-10 in the league. Coach, first of all, thanks so much for coming out and helping us out tonight. I enjoyed it. Good to see you again. We don't get to see each other often enough these days, but I thank you for joining me. Thanks again to the Bobs. I cannot wait to see the video performance of our owner, illustrious Mr. Bob Fritz. And Bob, if you'll come over and take AJ's headset and just leave that on, I want to wrap this thing up with you. Thanks to Bob Felmley as well, our engineer this year, who's saved our butts countless times, including again tonight with my pregame interview. So can you hear me? I'm going to put you on a headset down here as we wrap up what I believe is our last game. This is what he's telling me. Tell me when you can hear me. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So, Bob, first of all, again, thank you for getting in touch with me and getting me involved. We had, I thought, a really nice run here. Got a little better every week, and I'm terribly excited to see what the video looks like with.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I ran a camera.
An experienced video man there. So,
I heard you talk to Kenny Johnson, the AD.
We did.
And he said something about a tournament coming up here.
He did. I believe his words were a possible tournament.
Tournament.
To wrap this up next season. And you were probably out of earshot, so you can smack me around if I was wrong. But I told him I thought we'd be real interested in maybe getting involved with that.
We'll be interested in it. It all depends about our program director over there. If he would be interested.
It all comes back to Mr. Felmley. If he's not available or into it, then we don't do it.
And I did talk to him about next year, the last football game at Clifford.
Okay.
And the first football game over at the new field. They're going to play 2 home games at Clifford and 3 at the new stadium. Okay. So we're going to probably do the last football game here and the first football game at the new stadium.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to wrap things, and possibly the last basketball game here too.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
Okay, so that'll lead me into wrapping up this season. So I know you have big plans for next fall. So let the people know what's in the planning stages, what they can expect from Fifth Dimension Radio Sports going ahead.
We are planning a full football season, Friday night football. There's a possibility of us doing one Saturday game, the Akron City Series.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens there. But talking to the ADs that we did the basketball games, they would love a football game. So we got Springfield pretty much want to do it. Woodridge, I talked to the Woodridge AD, he wants to do it. Mogador, I didn't talk to him, but I'm sure that they would love us to be out there at Mogador.
Right.
So.
And you told me when we first sat down and talked about this possibility about me getting involved, that one of the things you really wanted to do was to get some exposure, media exposure to some of these local high schools who in the past, not to cast aspersions on the bigger schools or the parochial schools, but a lot of times some of the schools that we've hit so far have not been covered on the radio.
A lot of times these schools, and we're going to talk to smaller schools especially, they don't get a lot of coverage unless they're in the tournaments, the state tournaments and stuff like that. The radio stations will come out for them. But that's my goal, is to get the schools that don't get the coverage so that we can get it out there. They can hear, people that are home can hear their old alumni or whatever, just sit out there and watch it or listen to it. And, of course, we do it now on YouTube. We film it. A couple days from now, you'll be able to see this game, tonight's game, with the broadcast and the filming all put together.
And
hopefully, eventually down the line, I would like to do the live broadcast over YouTube and the broadcast going on at the same time. Yeah. That's going to be a little bit longer down the line right now.
I see somebody shaking their head at you. You may want a security detail to help you out of the building tonight after that comment.
Yeah, but you know what? I think this gentleman over here, he loves doing this. He might sometimes look at me kind of funny, but I think he likes doing it. He did this most of his life. He did, he put the radio station together here in Cuyahoga Falls, the FM station they have here. He built it from scratch, from up from the, and I'm surprised he ain't still with them, but he's helping me out a lot, and I really appreciate all Bob's doing for us.
Yeah, and I've told him, I told you, it's. I have been doing this since my college days, and I have never had the luxury of an engineer sitting next to me who can fix all my mistakes Not that you've ever made any mistakes, Bob, but if you ever did, he can fix those.
He fixed
too.
it, right? Yeah, he fixed it.
And
you should see some of the when I do my oldies show on the radio, some of the fixing he has to do.
Yeah. Absolutely. So he's what I consider to be a wizard, and I couldn't appreciate him more.
Yeah,
so
I'll tell you.
Really looking forward to seeing what happens with football season next year. I hope folks will seek us out. The live thing will continue to be on the radio end of things, and the video may happen. I will tell you this is one of the many technological things that I know that it's done, but I know it's a lot more work and expertise than most of us think, which is matching up a video time-wise with the previous
it takes
audio experience.
It takes a couple days to try to match it all up.
But and if you saw that last game, by the way, Mr. Felmley pulled off of what I would think is kind of a minor miracle to make that thing work out good. So both Bobs, thank you so much. Coach Fisher, again, who's behind me, who made a special trip in for this one.
Well, I'm hoping Mr. Fisher here decides he wants to stay on and help you out.
Well, my goal is to surround myself with talented people so I can be as untalented as necessary.
We was listening. Me and Eric over here was listening to the game on the radio, just going out, and it sounded great. Both of you sounded great.
Well, thank you.
And I'm just glad you decided you wanted to do this, and
I hope it comes across how much fun I'm having, and here I am speaking for him. He's behind me, but I'll be shocked to find out AJ did not have any fun tonight, because it's, this is, probably if we could do this as our full-time jobs every night, that'd be okay. And probably with our wives, too, to keep us out of the house. Yeah. So thanks again. I know this has been long, but this is, unless something changes unforeseen, this is our last basketball broadcast of the season. It's been a ball. I think I know that football season, you're putting a schedule together before the season starts. Hopefully we can take a look at doing that with basketball too, so we get some really good matchups.
That's the game plan.
We did have one last week with Woodridge and Copley. This one was a great matchup most of the night until the Falls pulled away at the end. So we'll wrap it up with this. The final again from Cuyahoga Falls High School. The Falls Black Tigers 58. The Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders 46. For Bob Felmley, Bob Fritz, and Coach A.J. Fisher, I'm Ron Whitmer. Thanks for listening this season, and we'll look forward to talking to you in the fall.
You've been listening to Fifth Dimension Radio's Sports Special, where we bring you live high school sports. And we'll be announcing more exciting games coming up in the near future, so keep it on Fifth Dimension Radio. This is your announcer, Bob. Good night.